Right, deathfog. Organ height. And keep it.
A guard rushes in.
Halt! Oh, for goodness sake.
Isbeil.
Have I yet, Your Majesty?
Do as she
Yes.
We don't want to start a fight now.
One we are most certainly equipped to handle, Your Majesty.
We'll probably end up killing Justinia this time.
Are you sure that this most
He has fantastic physical armor,
Quite
very
sure,
good
Your
fighter,
Majesty.
leadership.
a most unusual visit, I should say.
You're an undead son of a
One
bitch,
we are most certainly equipped to handle, Your Majesty.
so irrelevant.
Are you sure that this most sensitive
How many soulmates do we still have?
Quite sure, Your Majesty.
20.
a most unusual visit, I should say.
Your Highness.
Queen Justinia sucks in her cheeks, then offers you her unwavering hand. The Queen,
An audience.
the Queen,
Many have laid claim to Lucian's legacy.
The god.
I appreciate the effort in gaining the respect of one's fellow refugees. I don't wish to minimize your struggles, elf. But do remember, I benight women and men who have overcome obstacles far greater.
Isbeil,
She has
A refugee from the Joy, then. Impressive. Few avoid the Magister's watchful eyes. Can this god woken Yes, the mad sorcerer tainted both his time and our...
Isbeil.
the god.
The Queen's eyes grow wide, and she nods appreciatively, then looks to Isbeil to continue the ovations.
Her triumph.
Yes, it seems you've proven your... Yes. Word of the great champion at
The god woke.
Indeed.
This is going
Slayed
somewhere.
by your hand, then. The cub once pleaded with...
The Queen smiles her approval and looks to her advisor.
The great.
I do not know of this Riker. I trust his death was well deserved. Basic decency is not...
Ah, vener.
So you eliminated...
My queen.
Isbeil's
Splendid.
I've known. Well,
Isbeil, what...
Your Majesty, the god woken is no ally, but enemy. She would throw your plans in disarray. You have worked so hard. Arcs must fall to the deathfog.
If you were an undead character, destroying the city in deathfog might be somewhat interesting. But all I can see is that we would lose pretty much all our... probably some quests and maybe even trade options, things like that. So I don't see how this could be useful to us in any way.
We are at war. I don't relish knowing...
Your Majesty, this course is wise. The Queen needn't explain it to one who would see it all undone.
What? Nonsense.
Oh, but you're a clever one, God woken, aren't you?
Isbeil?
Shut your royal maw, Justinia. Arcs will fall and your memory writ. They will believe it was your will, your plan, your command.
Guards!
The guards unsheath their blades and point them not at Isbeil.
I'm afraid I have other intent.
You blink yourself awake to the cold gaze of 1,000 stones and the hot gaze of the dwarf Isbeil, right hand of the Queen.
Oh, good. At first I think, don't bother. How strong a dose can a god woken hand?
Your lips open.
No, but...
Not much I can do here.
Oh, it's good to give myself a rest. Those masks can be darned pesky. What's that girl? Now, make your...
who struggle to move. Isbeil turns the...
What's wrong? Guards! Come! The guard workers!
Isbeil is easy to kill. He seems to have a vampiric aura of some sort too. Provides an aura to allies that allows ceiling of 50% damage dealt to vitality with direct attacks. She's troublesome enough that I think we do want to take it from her immediately. Do they have other vulnerabilities? Fire. That 4,500 shield, then 7,000 health. We don't have enough fire attack spells to get through that. Not even remotely. Two potions. That seems to be the standard against the bosses. 2 potions kills them. Okay, what about you? Notable vulnerabilities, let's say. I do need to teleport out, but I can't do it yet. Right, I need to get the fuck out of here. That's what I need to do. And then turn invisible. Then think about what I'm gonna do next. Brain-dead AI is just gonna sit there and do nothing. At least he's preparing defenses. We'll get 2 turns in a row at this point. Don't have good attack spells. I suppose Thunderstorm isn't the horrible one in this situation. Probably should get closer. We have no reason not to. Who has the weakest shield? You. I'll challenge you. Your magic defenses are a bit too good. We can fix that. We don't need to destroy his defenses right now. We have the other turn still left.
my death. You've such a soft... My entourage is taking good care of... The Master's purpose is his own to speak, not mine. My answer was no, and no.
I need to make more soulmate scrolls. I think I have 2 left. I think 2 is the minimum. We need 2 to get to the final fight at least. I would like to use them at every opportunity. We have at least wheat. Yeah, we have wheat. High quality tormented souls, I think, was the other ingredient. Let's buy more wheat. Still, just getting 3 extra ones will help a great deal. We'll probably get more loot from the queen herself, so I don't care about that. Deafening shriek. What's the range on this? I don't give a shit. I just don't. Give me tornado or something.
The spirit laughs soundlessly at a nauseating wave of pain.
Be all of my many interesting things here. We might find a couple. What do you get out of here normally? I think there's something you can do to activate a ladder out of here. I'm not sure if you can do it now that the fight is over already. Switch of some sort? You can climb up there, right? There's this. Right, simple enough. Out of deathfog if we want to use it. You could spread it on a massive area. You could basically put a pyramid here and just teleport away. That way you wouldn't have to carry the barrels out. Just go close to a waypoint somewhere and then use it as a storage area. Distribute the deathfog as necessary in battles. I can't think of many where that would be useful. It would have to be physical damage oriented in the first place.
The great machines, even through the seals of the great system. A faint gossamer of deathfog rises from a junction where the release valve meets a pipe. A switch allows redirection to a different pipe, labelled C. The junction currently leads to a pipe labelled ARX.
gas arcs directed it to sea or destroy the machine. We'll direct it to the sea again. I didn't see any downside to that. It seems the most logical thing to do to me anyway. It's a gas after all. If we just destroy it, it's going to either stay here or drift up. Not depending on how the gas actually works. Point being, it is not safe to just smash everything. Sea will eventually, I guess, just disperse it.
The machine creaks to life, and you hear the howl of the fog as it travels the pipe towards the sea, and the machine.
I feel like I know too little about the deathfog itself to make these kind of choices.
Is silent.
Because it really depends on the properties of the fog itself. It's not like I have anyone to consult on this matter either, so gotta just make a choice. This is a false wall.
I've spotted something.
Can't be opened on this side, I guess. Maybe if you just mash it, you could be in danger yourself too.
I've spotted something.
Could be a undead thing. So just outright
Twisted
illusionary.
and torn in her heart and her.
Sounds like the Queen.
Where is she? Isbeil, the traitor! Where is she? I will split her black.
Justinian.
You may not power. It was only they had my ear all the while. The void closes in then. It's so much more dangerous than even deathfog. She was a son. It was after when we came to Arx to prepare. She rarely left my side except to tend to her Kem? Linda Kem? All the better that he's avoiding Paulina like the porcine plague then. The Kem estate is the only safe. This black ring rot. So unless you've no more grievances to air. Arx is the queen.
Yep. She's enraged. Permanently enraged. So the amount of physical damage she'll do is about 3000 plus each strike. If she gets a hit on us, it's all over. Her magic armor is pitiful though. No immunities. Fire, earth, weakness, which is... why would I care about those things? Just die. I don't think we need to use any specific mastery spells here. We'll go to the Dwarven household. report everything that's happened and see how they react. If they want to pick a fight with me, I'm fine with that. Must kill all of them too.
Isbeil leached the source from these people.
Missing prisoners. What the hell is that? These are source potions from specific people.
The shade of a spirit shimmers. A sorcerer, a dissolute dwarf with a big mouth, you were thrown in the slammer. Fort Joy beckoned.
Mama? Help me, Mama. The lady took something from...
Take me away from here, please.
A humble builder. The spirit before you is paid. You used source to heal.
I've spotted something.
It look like there's nothing too interesting here. All the interesting stuff must be in the treasury chamber.
Isbeil was planted in the royal court quite some time ago. This conspiracy has been a long time brewing.
Oh shit. Water resistance, strong will. Nothing particularly useful or valuable. Just a note. Cash. Hidden behind a banner. Not sure if I noticed this the previous time. It's a divine chest armor piece. Still fairly cleverly hidden. It's not really hidden, it just looks more or less exactly like the walls. Yep. So, we got good stuff, lots of it. Two-handed sword. It's a divine something. Strength, warfare, chill, silence, blind, rune slot. Two-handed axe, strength, hit points, slow, cleave damage, rune slot. Gauntlets. Telekinesis, initiative, critical hit chance. One-handed mace, strength, shock, suffocating, crippled, rune slots. Potential new armor for us. Oh, definitely not. Finesse, earth resistance, huntsman, geomancer, inflict stunned on contact. There should be more. Finesse gauntlets. Thievery, critical hit chance, hit points. Ring. Warfare summoning. It's a good ring, but not for us. Sneaking, thievery, perseverance. Silence, blinded, lifesteal. Blah. A whole bunch of meh. I don't think there's a easy, quick way for us to get out of here. But there are no waypoints I can jump to. I will probably not use the deathfog. I just don't see the point. We are fairly overwhelming against most opponents, so I mean, I'm not even using my maximum damage capacity at any point. That would include the apotheosis and skin grab. There's no need for it. Nothing survives. Just alive. You could have saved a lot of time by clever use of the pyramid system. There's a lot of places where you simply just have to walk a huge amount unnecessarily instead of being able to teleport exactly where you want to be. Some of the plates look valuable. In Justinia's diary. One-handed mace. Critical hit chance, strength, intelligence, warfare, single-handed, crippled, slowed, cleave damage, turn transformation. It's not as good as our current weapons. The critical hit chance is not massive, and a lot of the actual bonuses are for skills we're not constantly using. Good weapon, not for us. Wits, Hydrosophist, Geomancer, Necromancer, not bad. But it's still 5 points in useful stuff. It might be a replacement to the current Wits ring. It would replace hit points with another skill boost. But it's more or less the same ring. The Bride's Bane Divine Ring is much better. Warfare, Huntsman, Hydrosophist, Geomancer. Actually, I'm not sure if that's the case. It is slightly better, maybe. Yeah. depending on which way you want to lean with these. We need to go there. I haven't really cleaned up that place yet. Not sure if there is anything to clean. Oh yes, I am. There's deathfog voidlings. Oh, I recall those. Annoying little shits. Well, I'm not seeing anything here now. Did an ambush of a sort then?
It's an ambush. Of course.
Fox-swollen crawler. Void touch crawler. The fox-swollen ones are the problem ones. If they die close to me, I'm dead. Fire weakness. Fire weakness. Not actually sure how they're going to attack me. Go there with your friend. This way I can at least attack two of them at the same time. Or can I? Rather, should I? I'm not gonna go invisible this time, I'm going to go with uncanny evasion and see what they do. Because I really wish they would come a little bit closer. So I can't move when I'm infected. An egg is gestating in this character. On status expiration or death of the character, the egg will bear a spawning hostile monster. Cured by blessed, regenerating, healing ritual, cleanse wound. What kind of hostile monster are we talking about? Can I swap you with anything? Thing useful. I want him out of my way so I can kill both of the death sons bitches at the same time. And we might be lucky and get 3. be able to kill one of them. Ooh, it's a deathfog. Shit. Yeah, that's a little bit troublesome. If it's self-destruct or something, I'm dead. Also, it's burning really badly here. Do I still have teleportation abilities? Yes. God. I could easily cure the infection, so we don't have to really trouble ourselves with them. That son of a bitch might actually reach us. Holy shit. Holy shit! They can kill us with the deathfog. Ah, ew. Troublesome little shit. Oh, a new one popped up. Well, what the hell am I supposed to do with you? Go somewhere and just die. Ah, the deathfog one couldn't survive deathfog himself. Interesting. I sort of assume that naturally they must be able to be immune to it. Not that'll matter too much. Simple spell or two would have killed it just the same. Shadow Essence, normal one. Haven't seen those in a while.
What the? I was sure I saw torchlight down there.
That's it. Nice little adventure here. Nothing too troublesome. But we're also very close to getting to level 20. If we finish up Chem's little hidey hole, that's probably it. Can report the missing prisoners here. Go to the lower levels here too, if the magisters want to fight about it, that's fine. Or paladins, I guess, at this point.
Tell Lord Kem that we won't let this lie. 564 prisoners! 564! We can't let it lie!
Her jaw drops.
You saw Fidalis, and you've done the paladin.
She bows to you in farewell.
But how do you run experiments on more than 500 people?
A handful at a time, presumably.
I don't particularly want to start a fight here, but I might have to. Not sure how else I could get to the lower levels. Yeah, we do have invisibility options. We can sneak too. That's why there we have the secondary teleportation option. I'll leave a pyramid here for now. I do need to manage inventory a little bit. Otherwise this is gonna get very, very tiresome quickly. As if it already isn't that. I don't think we found anything useful, so we can just sell it all. And why are you
The
coming
elf
after
gives you
me?
a slow clap.
Hill.
Clap.
The evil Isbeil is dead. The doctor will see you now.
The elf bows his...
Yeah, I forgot about the doctor for a few seconds. Doctor did not forget about us. He could be a good challenging opponent, but at the same time we are going to do it the easy way this time, so probably not. Easy way meaning we were weakening it beforehand. I want to see what difference does it make. Mainly for the sake of Malady and then my own level of comfort with the opponent. Malady seem to have very different reactions if you don't go through with it. Some kind of subplot or thing with her gets cut in and there. Maybe not a big deal, but it's hard to say if you haven't actually decided with her even once. I'm not seeing anything new here, so we can just do a fairly straightforward equipment dump. What is that? Black tea fire resistance. Yeah, the best thing about the tea is that it doesn't cost anything to drink, unlike potions. So in that sense the black tea would have made a lot of sense too to get. I'm just selling these. They have a decent amount of weight to it, and I'm very unlikely to ever use them. Armor-piercing grenades will be my only exception, really. I'm not too big a fan of the love grenades either. I mean, they can have big uses here and there, but when was the last time I used one? Yes, 39,000. Rings don't really weigh anything. We're desperate enough to get rid of rings, we are desperate enough to get rid of a lot of other things before that. Right, 16,000 extra. 127,000. Can I move now again? Easily. Yeah, we had a... We're doing something, weren't we?
That's the demon's way. They give out promises like sweets, luring the weak. Don't listen to what she says. Her evil will slither into your brain through your ears. That's how
I'll
they
just
do it.
teleport there. I don't want to get risk it them spotting me.
Yes. I miss it. I miss us. No one touched me, so... Stop!
Windego.
You answer to me. I do not answer to you. Give me room, elf.
She cradles her.
Too late. The spark's been snuffed. I trust you come bearing. The Magisters can quiet the soul. We found her here. The evil.
Visions of Windego cradles you in her arm. You shake your head and the vision is gone. Your eyes rest not on the prisoner, but...
You underestimate.
In that moment, you hear music. A lullaby. You glance at the cage. Windego stands...
That was... You have once turned the tides of this war. You could do so again. I can't just put you at the mercy of this witch's... I admire your will. But those were...
Such a lovesome soul she is.
Guards from the upside, I guess, came in to fight too. Are you particularly weak against something? Why on earth? What exactly you are meant to do here? Can I just let her go?
You reach your hand towards the device, and your inner source is stifled, as if you'd never reached. After a bit of tinkering, the machine whined.
Come to me, sweets. Come to me, sweet cinnamon.
Not sure if this really aids us. I'm source muted. Well, isn't this fun? Shit. Yeah, this is somewhat of a problem. Ah, shit. Let's see how this goes. I should have just killed them instead of fiddle with the machine. It's not like Windego can aid us that much. 2 potions. Seriously, you're gonna just drink their potions to nothing else? Shade shift, excellent. I do mean excellent because this aids me quite a bit. I was worried about having to hold back because she's there, but now no such thing. Yeah, she actually threw one of the archers in there into the mix too. Still, I can't use source magic, so it is somewhat troublesome. Any elemental weaknesses? Water and poison, not bad. I'm going to shower myself with a little bit of water. I'm gonna be able to cast so many spells, it will be worth it. Also, dispersed. Otherwise it'll overcome the water. This is gonna hurt you more than me, but I still think we should try to lower their shields first. One of them reflects the damage back, that's why I'm taking so much damage. I sort of want to shock his ass. But please play him out a little bit. Right, that went surprisingly well. Some of them can still function just fine, but not well. Yeah, that's your chameleon cloak doesn't really aid you when you have sort of a sparkly aura about you. Somehow, where could he possibly be? I think it's a shock effect. Paladin dominated. He's not really doing anything either. He's fortified, can't teleport his ass. I'm not in a good position. Lost my shield, so they could play me out fairly easily. Yeah, I'm stunned. Still, I'm not particularly worried. The sun isn't gonna last. Meteor shower. Oh, Soul Seed. Yeah, they'll probably focus on each other for the most part. Why did you go there? Why horrify his ass if you're gonna just murder him afterwards immediately? Does it matter? No. He won the challenge because I got stunned. That's probably the biggest problem currently. Yeah, I might have to think about what we do. At least a little bit. I think I'm gonna guarantee my own survivability at this point. After all, I did lose our little challenge, so there's gonna be consequences to that. Can I go invisible? Yeah, that should be protection enough for a single turn. Can't kill Windego, and they won't have a turn after I get my next one. One of them is borderline dead, the other is weak and already no magical shields left. Once that goes, it's stun lock of some sort.
Come to me, sweet cinnamon.
Any vulnerabilities? Fire. Well, that just happens to hit me just fine. Can I detonate that? Could have gone better. Could have gone a lot better. But could have been worse. I don't want to pick those up. They weigh a ton and I have no use for them. Not even theoretical use at this point.
She steps forward.
The God King now he's... But I hate him. Go to the new chosen. See that he, the Covenant, how so failed him. I go to he is there's a sworn breaker scythe. The God, the Magisters. They've... No, the God King's special boy. It wasn't you'd suppose we should work as one. Yes, her. Oh,
A moment
no. Goodness, how could I not? Her work on Black Peak Isle is legendary, or so she told it at least. The king has an eye for the arrogant. They make such as must I. I'm going to Kem, or rather his estate. There's a Swornbreaker scroll there. It'll neither of before you.
Windego.
Goodbye.
Okay-ish armor, which we have no use for really. Ah, Charm Voidwoken. Yeah, I forgot about this spell. I still don't really see the point of it. It basically the moment this is only useful after the magic armor is gone, and after the magic armor is gone, you can manage the enemy in a myriad of different ways. I suppose if the fight was more dragged out, let's say you can't kill all the opponents in a single turn if you put your mind to it, and it lasts turn after turn and it waves back and forth a little bit, and when you manage to finally get through their defenses, then instead of having to fight that target, it becomes an ally. It shifts the balance in your favor. I can see, yeah, that then it could make a big difference. But when the option is to just basically outright annihilate them, it just doesn't. Maybe it'll work better in on this difficulty level, who knows. It's not like we couldn't spare the slots for it. Also, it doesn't require anything of you. That might be the biggest benefit. You don't have to know a goddamn thing to be able to do the charm. There aren't really that many Voidwoken left anymore though, not the ones you might want to waste so many action points to charm. There's nothing all that interesting here anymore. Which is fine. We need 62,000 for a level up, so if we do Kem's Vault, that'll be it. I think I'll leave it for another time though. Should be fairly straightforward.
All's fair in war, they say.
Someone will pay for this. If there's justice in the world.
So this. Pick up is it, yeah.
The Magister Spirit.
In this to end my days, and I'm still praying. For the claw, and the more powerful the sorcerer.
Mind maggots. Weak stone wall. I have to say I don't have any particular recollection of this. I have to think I did find it the previous time. Not that well hidden. I'm pretty sure I've been on the other side of this already.
It won't budge. It won't budge. It won't budge.
You can open it from the other side and it'll be way up. It was a point in the sewers. Probably. Either way, as far as I'm concerned, we're done with this. We could sell a few items, then head for the Chem Gardens. What do you think of that? I want to visit the toy maker, see if he has more beads to sell us.
Hunters, I've got the wares.
Actually, no. He never sold us any. Someone
Giant
else
Slayer.
did.
Back to refill your quiver, are you?
Constitution, range, telekinesis, wrong type of abilities.
Nature provides.
But you'll buy my crap, won't you? The armors probably aren't useful. They can have a decent amount of weight to them.
You're positively haunting me with your presence of late. Something I myself and one of my late colleagues designed them for the cathedral.
It is, but you should broach more practical matters with Lord Protector Ahu, the keeper of the cathedral.
He doesn't have
You should
shit.
find him in his chambers there.
Charm scroll. Charm seems to be, well, Voidwalk and Charm with 3 action points. Normal Charm might be 2. Still, who had the puppet bead? The one I already bought.
Broken arrows. You've got your work.
Has to be one of the early traders.
Some are still good. What you looking for?
Probably one of the
Browse as you
4
must.
here.
But do respect my wares. Proper handling requires nimble fingers.
Intelligence, pyrokinetic, geomancer, summoning. Why did it have to be summoning?
They got damaged in the fight. It'll fix up just fine. I serve all who seek aid, Mom.
There's bodies in the streets. This place isn't free, not anymore.
Puppet beads too. Thank you very much. Right, this removes pretty much my last sort of equipment worry. Apotheosis is nice, but it's you keep dragging it if you only have one. When are you gonna use it? When are you gonna use it? When are you gonna use it? Now that concern is irrelevant. We should have all the necessary tools to do it now. Resource orbs.
Shoo, you flea bag, shoo!
Might as well add a couple of animal scales there too. Free skin grafts. Right, definitely not for any needs we might have still.
You're confident. I'll give you that.
For 1 action point, no source cost. For 0 action points, cooldowns removed. For 0 action points, action point cost reduced by 2. And we can do it 8 times. Not quite so many with the scrolls. But yeah, we can basically end all serious fights on the first turn at this point. We pretty much have the Doctor, the Grand Master, final fights. I'm not even sure if we have anything about that. There are a lot of minor fights still left, but maybe in the Lizardman Consult there might be something serious like that. But half a dozen fights at most. Right, I'll leave things here. It's gonna be a fairly serious fight. No. Fairly serious fight when we enter the next level here. There shouldn't be anything here specifically, right? Now past the painting restriction. Fight Kim, talk to Arhu. After that we should be in a position to move toward the end of the game. So pretty much complete as many side quests as you can be bothered with and then end the game.